It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso on SABC3. And the 5th edition of the International Public Art Festival officially kicks off today. Now, the art festival will see local and international artists gracing the streets of Salt River and beautifying its walls. The family-friendly event is hosted by Baz Art in association with the City of Cape Town. And the co-founder of Baz Art, Alex Tillmans, joins us in studio to talk a little bit more of what we can expect. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for welcoming me.
Well, it's so good to have you here, and what an exciting and such an interesting initiative that you've brought together. But tell us what it's all about, the Baz Festival, or Baz Art.
So, it's the 5th edition of the International Public Art Festival. So, today, like even this morning, we have 21 artists painting walls.
As we speak.
As we speak, they're setting up, they are painting. So as it's the 5th edition, we have those artists, every time is new artists, so we have about 120 walls already painted.
Sure.
Wow.
So people can walk around, and because it's kind of the only festival at the moment, we have to be extremely safe.
Yes.
So the reason why we could afford to be there and to exist is because people can walk on their own. They can download the map, they can run it, cycle it, walk it. That's what we have called it.
And you can do it over and over, because there's something about street art that just really brings people together in a safe way now, given the current circumstances. And I know for this year, the theme is sustainability. Do you mind unpacking us in regards to how this theme is going to come through?
So, sustainability, the first thing that jumps to mind is the environment.
Yeah.
But we want to bring other aspects, like the social and the economic aspect. Given the current times, economy is very important. I mean, people are losing jobs. Social is very important. People have been in isolation. We have been in isolation.
We need to reconnect.
Exactly. And murals can help that. But what we realize is that when we paint on walls, people start talking. They're like, oh, look at that color. Oh, is it abstract or does it look like a bird? And then it engages in a conversation. And they can talk about sustainability, whether environment, social, or economic, through that theme.
It's beautiful because I think it's centered around collaboration, and I think it sounds like collaboration is such an important aspect of this drive for the year. Why did you really deliberately want to make sure that from an artist's perspective that there's a great sense of collaboration, but I think that they are collaborating with communities as well?
It starts from the essence of public art. You need, because your piece is in the public as an artist, you need to be able to talk with your public. You need to be able to engage one way or another. So for me, each public art pieces is a form of conversation. It starts with that. Whether it's a mural, a sculpture, or anything that's public art, it engages that dialogue. And because we paint in Salt River in a neighborhood that's mainly residential, you cannot paint somebody's house without asking.
No, you can't.
Unless they really need the paint job.
Did you have to ask people, put out like a little public service announcement, like who wants their walls painted, or were they blank walls already that you could just paint over?
So by now we are very lucky enough to have the residents come forward and say, oh, I have a wall to paint. Do you mind choosing my wall for next year? So that's a good space to be in. But yeah, we do have to ask the neighbors, we do show sketches, the artist needs to engage with each of those persons, the homeowner and the surrounding neighbors, just to make sure that it will be, it will create that dialogue and that positive dialogue.
Well, the one aspect of positive dialogue that we're seeing that's coming through is that of job creation. You are creating jobs, very much needed jobs for the people of Salt River. Tell us about how you're doing that.
So, it first started as an art platform. So we're providing jobs after the festival to the artists. So we're seeking jobs for the artists throughout the year. During the festival, yes, we need extra hands. I mean, painting more than 20 walls, you need scaffolding. We use the locals for that. You need paint. We use the locals for that. And by having each and every person involved in the festival, that's how we build that sense of community as well, and of sustainability within the same community. Something that I will really hope in the future is that the community takes over the festival.
Yes.
That would be for me the best gift that I can
And I'm sure it will. I mean, I love the fact that people are already saying, hey, my wall for next year. That is amazing. Well, do not miss out on any of the action. It is the International Public Arts Festival. It starts today and runs until Sunday, the 14th of February. And what a great way to really just, enrich the streets of Salt River. So stay with us as two of the festival artists will be joining us a little bit later alongside Alex, and we'll be unpacking a little bit more of what is to expect.